Well, hello ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Spank the Monkey back again with another unboxing video, this time of DUSKMOURN House of Horror Play Boosters. Okay, so we have the newest set. DUSKMOURN just came out officially this week. I personally have not had a chance to review the cards here, but I hear that this set is kind of pushed. So I was thinking, okay, maybe I'll just try one or two products just to see how it is, what the cards are, add to the collection, and if there's anything that's good here, I will add this to my existing commander deck. So let's get right to it. Hope everyone is doing okay. It is September, what is it, 2022 now? And so this just came out over the weekend. So far, looks like a lot of people are saying that this is actually quite a strong set, but that remains to be seen. I personally have not watched any sort of spoiler videos or anything like that, so don't really know too much about what's going on in this particular set. So please do join me as we try to make sense of this set. I am not a big fan of horror, I mean, as a sort of genre. So I'm not super interested in, all that jazz. But let's see if this set has any good flavor. Okay, so 36 play boosters. I'll put this over here. And let's start the proceedings. Okay, first pack of the set. Okay, these are made in Japan, obviously. So I guess we'll start from, okay, maybe we'll start from here. Okay, first up we have a foil Boiler Bilge's Ripper. Okay, 4/4 human assassin, 5 to cast. When it enters, sacrifice another creature or enchantment. If you do, deals 2 damage to any target. So let's just put the commons and commons away. Okay, planes. And we have a Marvin Murderous Mimic for the first rare. So 2 to cast, legendary artifact creature toy. Okay, Marvin Murderous Mimic has all activated abilities of creatures you control that don't have the same name as this. Wow, this is actually pretty good. So if you're playing Commander, right? So it has all activated abilities of creatures you control don't have the same name. So that's pretty much any other creature that you have in your Commander deck. So this, I think, is pretty good. Okay, so we'll put that rare over here. Okay, wait, let me just fix the lighting situation here. Okay. Next, we have Keys to the House for the uncommon. Okay, so maybe we'll just blaze through the commons and commons since, just trying to keep the video short. But at the same time, if there's anything interesting, let's go through it. Okay, so we have a, what's this? Enchantment Room. So I guess this is a new card type. Is that what you call it? So Defiled Crypt and Cadaver Lab. So 4 to cast Defiled Crypt. Whenever, so it says you may cast either half. The door unlocks on the battlefield. As a sorcery, you may pay the mana cost of a locked door to unlock it. So you can play it one way or the other, and then once it's on the battlefield, I guess you can pay the other cost to unlock the other room. Okay, so whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 2/2 black horror enchantment creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn, so that's Defiled Crypt. And Cadaver Lab, 1 black. When you unlock the store, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, interesting. So we have a new sort of mechanic here. Conducive Machete. Okay. Anyway, we'll get through it. So why don't you guys let me know if these cards, for the commons and uncommons, have anything good, or if I'm picking up anything. So I'll just go through the cards and just maybe mark out if there's anything there that I missed. Thank you. Okay, so let's continue on. Oops. Okay, so we have an art card. This is a... Ooh, what is this? Some kind of mouse? Or, sorry, cat. Tedrick. John Tedrick is the artist. Twitching doll. Okay, just put that over there. So for the first up, we have a foil cult healer. And we have a land card. This would be Peculiar Lighthouse. Okay. And then the rare would be a Fear of Missing Out. So this is an enchantment creature Nightmare. 2 to cast, 2/3. When Fear of Missing Out enters, discard a card, then draw a card. And then it has Delirium. Whenever FOMO attacks for the first time each turn, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, untap target creature. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Ooh, interesting. For 2 mana, right? And then Delirium is 4 or more card types in your graveyard. Interesting. I think that's quite good. Okay, and then uncommon, we have Unwanted Remake, Ethereal Armor. Okay, that's a reprint there. Drag to the Roots. Okay, Delirium, 2 less to cast, under 4 or more card types in your graveyard. Destroy target non-land permanent. Okay, not bad. Then we have a couple of comments here. Okay, don't have time to go through all of them, but still. Okay. I'm noticing, at least in the first 2 packs, that there are certainly much more commons than uncommons. Like, there are only, what, 3 uncommons? Or 2? Okay, so, anyway, pack number 3. We have an insect, and then a foil Untimely Malfunction. 3 to cast instant. Choose 1, destroy target artifact, change target of spell or ability with a single target. Hey, that's not bad. And 1 or 2 target creatures can't block this turn. Okay. Next, we have a land card. That would be a forest. And rare is the Jolly Balloon Man. What does this guy do? So, 3 to cast, Boros, Legendary Human Clown, 1/4 with haste. Pay 1 tap, create a token that's a copy of another target creature you control, except it's a 1/1 red balloon creature in addition to its other colors and types, and has flying and haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Activate only as a sorcery. Alright, okay. Not sure how that works, but okay. And then we have Fear of Exposure. This is a 3 to cast enchantment creature Nightmare. Additional cost to cast the spell. Tap 2 untap creatures or lands you control. Trample 5/4. Check out that art. Bunch of people inside a huge mouth. Okay, Norin Swift Survivalist. 1 to cast Legendary Human Coward. Can't block. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may exile it. You may play that card from exile this turn. Okay, and then Split Skin Doll. Enters, draw a card, discard a card unless you control another creature with power 2 or less. And then Baseball Bat. Okay. Enters, dash target creature, 1/1. Equipped creature attacks, tap up to 1 target creature. Okay. And then you have a couple of commons, rooms. Okay. Okay, nothing interesting there. Next pack. So far, no mythics yet. Pack number 4. We have a Marvin, Murderous Mimic, which I think is a strong card. Don't know if that has any value, but that would be cool. Okay, alright, so this is some kind of a Ghost Vacuum. Ghostbusters, I guess. Savior of the Small. Okay, in foil. And then we have a foil land. So it's a full art mountain foil. And then for the rare, we have a... Ooh, it's a room. Okay. It is Unholy Annex for 3. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card. If you control a demon, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Otherwise, you lose 2 life. Ritual Chamber for 5. When you unlock the store, create a 6/6 black demon creature token with flying. Okay. So, rare over here. Piggy Bank. Insidious Fungus. Patched Plaything. Okay, that looks kind of gross. and Inquisitive Glimmer. Hey, that's pretty good. Okay. And then Anthropede. Twist Reality. Say its name. Final Vengeance. Okay. Living Phone. Vicious Clown. Oh my gosh. That's stuff of nightmares, I guess. And Ragged Playmate. Okay. So far, nothing too spicy outside of this Marvin. But let's continue on. Again, let me know in the comments if I'm hitting some good cards, especially in the common, uncommon slot. Okay, so next we have a Treasure. And then Brood Spinner. It's a spider, uncommon, in foil. And then we have a Strangled Cemetery for the land. Okay, next we have a rare. It is a Winter Misanthropic Guide in the Showcase Borderless art. Okay, so 1 black, red, green, legendary human warlock with War 2. At your upkeep, each player draws 2 cards. And then has Delirium. As long as there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard, each opponent's maximum hand size is equal to 7 minus the number of those card types. Oh, that's wow. That's a bummer. Okay, and then we have a second rare. That would be Leyline of Transformation. So I think this is a new cycle of Leylines. So 2 blue enchantment. So if it's in your opening hand, you can put it in the battlefield. So when it enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control are the chosen type in addition to their other types. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So wait, maybe this room is extended art, so I'll put that over here. Okay, so this one is just a regular pack rare. Okay, Violent Urge, Osseous Stick Twister, Intruding Soul Rager, and then here are the commons. Okay, so we have a nice borderless legendary Winter Misanthropic Guide. Okay, and then we have that extended art room as well. So don't know if they're worth anything, but they seem to be cool. Don't know yet if I can slot them in any of my commander decks, but I'll have to study them a little bit more. A House Cartographer in foil uncommon. And then we have a land foil Raucous Carnival. All right, and under that we have Valgavot's Onslaught. So what does this do? XX green sorcery. Manifest Dread X times, then put X 1/1 counters on each of those creatures. So to manifest Dread, look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put 1 onto the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature, and the other into your graveyard. Turn it face up anytime for its mana cost if it's a creature card. So manifest Dread X times, then put X 1/1 counters on each of those creatures. Okay, so 2/2 you manifest Dread twice. Each of those 2/2s would get +2/+2. Okay. So when you flip them, do they lose the counters? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so that's just a regular rare. Okay, Withering Torment, Fear of Falling, Smoky Lounge, Misty Salon. That's a room. Fear of Abduction. So I guess these are new cycle of enchantment creatures. So you cast a spell, exile a creature you control flying, and enters exile target creature opponent controls. When it leaves the battlefield, put each card exiled with it into its owner's hand. Okay. And then here are the commons. All right. Okay, we're in the middle of the first stack, and so far, I'm not seeing anything super spicy. Okay, here we go. Gremlin. Okay. Uncommon, Nowhere to Run, foil. What is this? 2 to cast Enchantment Flash, enters target creature, opponent controls gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Okay. Creatures your opponent's control can be the target of spells and abilities as though they didn't have hexproof. Ward abilities of those creatures don't trigger. Ooh, that's pretty good. So I think ward is starting to become a problem because it's basically like hexproof, right? And it's like Ward 2, Ward 3, or you sacrifice something or whatnot. Very hard to remove, but with this actually removes that problem. That's pretty good. Okay, I like that. So we have a swamp, and for the rare we have a Waltz of Rage. The sorcery, 3 red to cast. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature. Okay, so it's kind of like a Chandra's Ignition. Till end of turn, whenever a creature you control dies, exile top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn. Okay, so you sort of get an impulse draw on it as well. Okay, so let's put that over here. And then we have a Scrabbling Skullcrab, uncommon, Paranormal Analyst, Growing Dread. Okay, and bunch of commons here. So what is the highest value common and uncommon in this set? Is there one of those like cards where, you know, on the uncommon slots, like a $2, $3 uncommon, or like a $7 uncommon? I remember in Lord of the Rings, the Nazgul guys, they're like what, $5, $7, $10 or something like that. That's pretty good. Okay, ooh, we have a mythic in foil, and it is a room. So we have Charred Foyer, I don't know how you say that. Yeah, I guess Foyer, and Warped Space. So for the cast, enchantment room, at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. Okay, and then Warped Space for 6 this time. Once each turn, you may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for a spell you cast from exile. Ooh, this is a nice card. It slots in perfectly with my Prosper. Ah, that's great. This is I think this is a good pull. It's a mythic, it's foil. I think this is a hit. Okay, nice. So foil mythic over here. Okay. All right, so maybe I'll move this over here. Okay, and then these are the special rares. And then this is the foil mythic, special mythics, and then regular mythics over here. Okay, that's gonna be my piling situation. Okay, for the rare, we have a Swarm Weaver. So 2 Golgari, legendary artifact creature, Scarecrow, 2/3. Enters, create 2 1/1 black and green insect creature tokens with flying. And then Delirium, insects and spiders you control get +1/+1 and have Death Touch. Alright, okay, so if you like insects and spiders, good for you. Okay, and then a couple of uncommons here. And commons. So a lot of these rooms, I have to, there's a lot of text on these cards. I'm gonna have to spend some time to read through them. Okay, so we're down to our last 4 packs in this stack, and I think we have one hit. That's Charred Foyer, Warped Space, which is a enchantment room. Okay, and then we have this other room rare in the borderless treatment, Unholy Annex, and Ritual Chamber. Okay, so this one we have sort of cut out tokens here. Okay, and then Resurrected Cultist in foil, common, and then under that is a land, Murky Sewer, and oh, mythic number 2, non-foil. It is Overlord of the Hotwoods. So 5 to cast, enchantment creature, Avatar Horror, with impending 4, which is 1 green. If you cast the spell for its impending cost, it enters with 4 time counters and isn't a creature until the last is removed. So it's basically an enchantment. Being for end step, remove a time counter from it. So when this enters or attacks, create a tapped colorless land token named Everywhere that is every basic land type. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so basically it's a ramp, tapped colorless land token. Okay, that is every basic land type. I think this is a pretty good hit. I think so. Okay, and then we have a rare under that, which would be a Flood Farm Verge. So it's a, what is this? So add white, and then tap, add blue, activate only if you control a plains or an island. Oh, what do you call this kind of land cycle? Interesting. Very interesting. I like that. Okay. Okay. Attack in the box. Get out. Um, counter target creature or enchant spell. Return one or two target creatures. Blah blah. Okay. Story spotlight. I wonder what that refers to in terms of the story. All right. And then here are the commons. Okay, so two mythics consecutively, and I think both are hits. Obviously, one being foil, so love that. Here we go. So this is a art card over here. Okay, we have a foil Arabella Abandoned Doll, Boros Toy 1/3, legendary artifact creature. So when it attacks, deals X damage to each opponent, and you gain X life for X number of creatures you control with power 2 or less. So good for those weenie decks. Okay, and then for the land, under that we have a rare. It is Valgavoth's Lair. So this is an enchantment land in, I suppose, showcase art, which kind of looks like, I don't know, like an old 80s game, maybe. Yeah, with sort of this weird, like old video feel to it. Okay, so it's an enchantment land, hexproof. I've never seen a land that's hexproof. Enters tapped. As it enters, choose a color, and then tap, add 1 mana of the chosen color. Okay, interesting. So let's put that over here. Right, okay. And threats around every corner. Diversion specialist. Sporogenic infection. Flood pits drowner. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so Valgavoth's Lair. So I suppose this Valgavoth is the big baddie of this set. Maybe. Okay, so you have another cutout sort of token thing. Manifest Dread in foil. Common there. Mountain. And then for the rare, we have a Grievous Wound. So this is an enchantment aura, 5 to cast in black. Enchant player can't gain life. Alright. Whenever enchant player is dealt damage, they lose half their life. Rounded up. So any damage, then they lose half their life. This is debilitating. So this is an aura, not a curse. Oh, I would love for this to have been a curse. I would put this in my witch bitch deck, which is, what's her name, the curse commander. So I have that. It's a fun little deck. But yeah, I would have loved this to be a curse, because it's actually pretty good. Huh. All right, that's a nice card. Okay. And then okay, Wickerfolk Thresher, Killer's Mask, Skull Snap Nuisance, Unnerving Grasp. Okay, and then comments here. Again, hit me up if I'm missing any good commons. I really have not had the chance to review the set. Okay, moving on. So last pack of the first stack, we have a copy here. We have a common Ripchain Razorkin. And then for the land, we have a Ruckus Carnival. And for the rare, we have a Nashi Searcher in the Dark. So this is the Rat Ninja from the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty set. So Dimir, legendary creature 2/2 with Menache. So whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may mill that many cards. You may put any number of legendary or enchantment cards from among them into your hand. If you put no cards into your hand this way, put a 1/1 counter on Nashi. Alright. Okay, and that's to end the first stack. This guy looks like Blade. Dashing Bloodsucker. Okay. Disturbing. Ooh, look at that art. It's like an open brain with teeth. So what is this? Disturbing Mirth. Okay, black red enchantment enters. You may sacrifice another enchantment or creature. If you do, draw 2 cards. When you sacrifice Disturbing Mirth, manifest Dread. Okay. And then here we go, more commons. Fear of the Dark. So there's this enchantment creature nightmare sort of cycle here. Okay, nice to see more enchantment creatures popping out. Okay, here we go. So first pack of the second stack. But before we do so, we have 2 mythics, 1 in foil, Charred Foyer, and Warped Space, plus Overlord of the Hauntwood. So I'm assuming that this is a new cycle of Overlords. I'm not sure if there were Overlords before. But anyway, we'll see. And then we have this Misanthropic Guide, Unholy Annex, Ritual Chamber, which is another room. And then Valgavoth's Lair, which is enchantment land, which you don't see a lot. I don't know if there's maybe Urza Saga is the only enchantment land there is. I don't know. Hit me up in the comments if that's correct. Okay, so next, Insect. And we have a foil Horrid Vigor. Okay, target gains Death Touch and Indestructible Lantern. That's good. Okay, for the land, we have a Neglected Manor. Enters the battlefield tapped unless the player has 13 or less life. Alright. And then for the rare, we have a Victor Valgavoth's Seneschal. Is that how you say that? So, 1 white-black, legendary human warlock, 3/3. With Eerie, whenever an enchantment you control enters and whenever you fully unlock a room, Surveil 2 if this is the first time this ability is resolved this turn. If it's the second time, each opponent discards a card. If it's the third time, put a creature from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So I think that could be abused, right? Whenever enchantment you control enters, or when you whenever you fully unlock a room, Surveil 2. All right. Interesting. Okay, oh, we have a second rare, and that would be another room, Dazzling Theater and Prop Room. So, Dazzling Theater, for the cast, creature spells you cast have Convoke, and Prop Room is untap each creature you control during each other player's untap step. Oh, I like that. Untap each creature you control during each other's untap step. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's like a Seedborn Muse for your creatures. Nice. Okay. I think that's a good card. You think so too? Okay. I'll put that there. Okay, we have Saw, Wildfire Wicker Folk, another room, Surgical Suite, and a Hospital Room. Okay, and then we have the commons. Alright, okay. Interesting. So double rare pack, Victor and Dazzling Theater. So this Valgavoth person seems to be the big baddie. Okay, and those are weird balloons. Alright, so we have a Daggermaw Megalodon, common, and then an Abandoned Campground for the land. Next we have for the rare, that would be a Silent Hall Creeper. So 2 to cast enchantment creature horror. 1/1 can't be blocked, deals combat damage to the player, choose one, it has been chosen, put 2 1/1 counters on Silent Hall Creeper, draw a card, or becomes a copy of another creature, target creature you control. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so I'll put that over here. Altanak, the Thrice Called. Okay, Under the Skin, Duskmourn's Domination. -3/-0 and loses all abilities. Ouch. Shroud Stomper. 7 to cast, elemental 5/5, Death Touch, enters or attacks. Each one loses 2 life. You gain 2 life and draw a card. Okay. Too expensive though, right? To cast. Okay, File Vengeance. Okay, here's the comments. That looks creepy. Okay. Next pack. So how am I doing right now on the value of the set? Have no idea, so I'm relying on you guys to let me know. Okay, so Cracked Skull, and then for the land we have a borderless non-foil. Okay, then for the rare we have a Dissection Tools. So 5 to cast equipment. When it enters, manifest red, then attach Dissection Tools to that creature which you manifested. Equipped creature gets 2/2 and has Death Touch and lifelink. So basically it's a 4/4 Death Touch lifelink creature, and to equip you sacrifice a creature. Okay. Cool. Vengeful Possession, Orphans of the Wheat, like Children of the Corn, if you guys know that movie, stuff of childhood horrors. Okay, Shard Mage's Rescue. Okay, and comments. So I'm getting feel for this set like it's has a very kind of reminds me of what do you call this? Stranger Things. Like it has this old 80s vibe, right? Okay, and it has that room thing, which is kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons sort of situation there. Okay. Gremlin, Grand Entryway, Elegant Rotunda. Okay, and then for the land, Lakeside Shack. For the rare, we have a Ley Line of Mutation. So this is a new, I guess the new set of ley lines, right? So 2 and green. If ley line is in your open, okay, you may pay Wooburg rather than pay the mana cost for spells that you cast. Okay, so I guess this is only useful for Wooburg players. It's okay, nothing to write home about. So Defiant Survivor, Under the Skin. So it has that interesting showcase art. Yeah, it kind of reminds me like old anime, maybe. Okay, Gremlin Tamer, Vile Mutilator. Okay, and commons over here. I'm gonna have to read through all of this stuff. Okay, next pack. So far, yeah, nothing spicy yet for this stack, but that might change with this one. Okay, here we go. So Stock Researcher, and then for the land card, we have a Swamp. Did we get a mythic here? No, it's a rare, but it is Reluctant Role Model. So 2 to cast, Human Survivor 2/2 with Survival. At the beginning of your second main phase, if Reluctant Role Model is tapped, put a flying, lifelink, or 1/1 counter on it. Whenever Reluctant Role Model or another creature you control dies, if it had counters on it, put those counters on up to 1 target creature. Okay, so you can sort of generate counters and then pass them off. Okay, Reluctant Role Model. Okay, so that's what he's supposed to look like. Ooh, second rare, Demonic Council. So what does this do? 2 to cast sorcery, search your library for a demon card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. And then if you have Delirium, instead search your library for any card and put it into your hand, then shuffle. Okay, so it's like a demonic tutor. But yeah, it is conditional. Okay, Untimely Malfunction, Shrewd, Storyteller, Bottomless Pool, Locker Room. Okay, which is I think one of those 80s horror tropes. Okay, and then here are the comments. Okay, so this stack is sort of piling up. I'll move this over here just so that we have some more space, and move this over here. Okay, sorry for the washout there, because we're gonna need space for the second stack of rares that are coming. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're now getting into the middle of the second stack. We were hitting our stride in the last half of that first stack, but we've kind of lost our rhythm there. And let's see if we can recapture that. Okay, so we have this, is this Nashi again? Okay, in showcase with the gold foil signature thing. Give into Violence for the common. Then we have a foil extended art land. And then for the rare, we have a Ghostly Dancers. So it's a spirit, 5 to cast, 2/5 flying, enters, return enchantment card from graveyard to your hand, or unlock a locked door of a room you control. And it has Eerie. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, create a 3/1 white spirit creature token with flying, because they're dancing. Okay, so I'll put that over here. Okay, and then we'll start with the second stack in a bit. All right. Okay, just move this over here. Make a little bit more space. Okay, Oblivious Bookworm, Exercise, Brood Spinner. That's nasty looking spider there. You wouldn't want to wake up right with that right beside you. multiple eyes. Okay, and they already have 8 eyes, I think, up front, right? Or several eyes, and then they have eyes around the body. That's gross. Okay, next up, here we go. So this is okay, pack number 7. So we have a spider. Ah, it's the same guy. Yuck. It's the same guy. Okay. Funny. All right. Final Vengeance in foil, and for the land we have an etched cornfield. We have our mythic. Okay, mythic number 3. Can we get something good, please? That would be a Tyvar the Pummeler. So who? Well, obviously it's a planeswalker from before. Tyvar Kel? I don't know. So 1 green elf warrior, 3/3, tap another untapped creature you control. Tyvar gains indestructible until end of turn, tap it. Then you can pay 5, creatures you control get XX until end of turn, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. So it's like an overrun. No, well, it doesn't have a trample, but they just get XX against the greatest power of creatures you control, which at minimum is 3 with this. And then tap another untapped creature. Oh, okay, not bad. Tap another untapped creature you control, and it gains indestructible. Well, that's going to be a problem to eliminate, right? This is going to eat a Path to Exile or something like that. Okay, so that goes over here. Okay, second mythic in green. House Cartographer, Veteran Survivor, Valgavoth's Faithful, and Arabella again, creepy doll. A Clammy Prowler. Okay, here are the other stuff. Okay, let me just fix the lighting situation. Maybe we can avoid some of that whitewashing of the card there. Okay, I think that's a little better. Okay, here we go. Next pack. Okay, foil Betrayer's Bargain. Right. And then foil Mountain. Here we go. We have a rare. That would be Winter. We just got this guy earlier, right? So this is just a regular rare. Yeah. So Winter, Misanthropic Guide, nothing new. Okay, we'll put that over there. So Betrayer's Bargain again. So it seems like this particular pack has a lot of duplication here. Glimmer Seeker. What is this? 3 to cast. Survival. Beginning of your second main. If Glimmer Seeker is tapped, draw a card if you control a Glimmer creature. So if you don't control a Glimmer creature, create a 1/1 white Glimmer enchant creature. So what's a Glimmer creature? I don't know if we've actually hit a Glimmer creature. I might be wrong. Okay, Rite of the Moth. Okay, Anthropy. Where are the Glimmer creatures? I don't see any. Right. Okay. Next pack. Let's keep going. Here we go. So we have a copy. And then a Balustrade Worm in foil, which is a rare. So 3 green. This spell can't be countered. Trample Haste with Delirium. Pay 4. Return Balustrade Worm from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Activate only if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, and only as a sorcery. Okay, so you can bring this back in foil. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll just put that here. Okay, then we have a land card and another rare. Oh, it's a mythic. It's a planeswalker, and that would be Kaito, Bane of Nightmares. So another card from Kamigawa coming back. So 2 blue black Dimir. So Kaito with ninjutsu, 1 blue black. During your turn, as long as Kaito has 1 or more loyalty counters on him, he's a 3/4 ninja creature and has hexproof. +1, you get an emblem. Ninjas you control get 1/1. Surveil 2. Then draw a card for each opponent who lost life this turn, and then -2, tap target creature, put 2 stun counters on it. Okay, that's pretty good. So it's a mythic, regular mythic there. Okay, and then next would be Haunted Screen. Oh, this is like The Ring, right? If you guys watch The Ring, check out the original Japanese version first. That absolutely beautiful movie. I love that. Okay, Haunted Screen. Okay, Fear of Failed Tests. That's my grade school, high school right there. Sheltered by Ghosts. Live or Die. Yowza. Fear of the Dark. Okay, Grasping Longneck. A lot of enchantment creatures. It's like 3 enchantment creatures in common right there. Okay, last 3 packs of stack number 2. I don't think we've hit anything too spicy. We did get this Kaito, but we got this Winter Misanthropic Guide, which is a duplicate of the Portal Stone that we got. Okay, Glimmer, I guess is the Glimmer creature we were talking about earlier. Okay, Fear of Surveillance in foil, Land Ho, and for the rare we have an Enduring Courage. So 2 red, Dog Glimmer. Okay, so this is a Glimmer creature. 3/3. Whenever another creature you control enters, it gets +2/+0 and gains haste until end of turn. That's pretty good. So +2/+0 and then haste. When Enduring Courage dies, if it was a creature, return to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's an enchantment. Oh, wow. So it comes in as a creature first. If it dies, it comes in as an enchantment. That is a really good card. I think that's a slam dunk there. Definitely that's going to go into one of my decks for sure. Okay, Diversion Specialist, Fear of Imposters, Nowhere to Run, Appendage, okay, Amalgam, 11. Okay, so these are the commons. Okay, again, I'm not a fan of 80s horror, but it looks like this thing has hit the flavor pretty well. Okay. Ooh, what is this? Primo, the Indivisible, fractal token legendary creature. Okay. Glimmer Light in foil, and then for the land we have an Abandoned Campground. For the rare we have a Split Up. So 1 white. Choose 1, destroy all tapped creatures or destroy all untapped creatures. Okay, so if you're convoking, this is pretty good. Put that over there. Okay. Patchwork Beastie, Cursed Windbreaker. Okay, Saw Blade, Skin Ripper. Okay, comments here. All right, so last pack of stack number 2. I think we got a goodie in Enduring Courage. I can see that's going to become a staple for a lot of aggro decks in red. All right, so we have a rare in foil after this Gremlin. We have a Leyline of the Void. Yeah, so for the cast, if a card would you put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exiled instead. Okay, so I think this is a reprint, is it? Okay, it's a nice foil. I'll put that over here. Okay, Swamp, Borderless, or Extended Art. For the rare, we have a Balustrade Worm again. That's annoying. Okay, but this time in non-foil. Oh, we have a second rare, Enduring Vitality. Okay, fine. I'll take that. So this one is 1 green, Elk Glimmer, enchantment creature with Vigilance 3/3. Creatures you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color, okay, making the mana dorks. When it dies, if it was a creature, then it comes back as enchantment. Oh, that's also pretty good. This Enduring Courage, so enduring something is a new cycle of cards. I think that's pretty strong. So stay hidden, stay silent, Cynical Loner, Lionheart Glimmer. Okay, and then we have the comments here. All right, okay. So apologies if this video is getting very long, but again, this is my first time to open these cards and I've not read up on anything on DUSKMOURN. So apologies and thank you for joining me on this journey. All right, so next one, we have an Enduring Innocence for the art. And then we have, what is this? Common Enchantment Room, Glassworks, Shattered Yard, and then we have a land here, Murky Sewer. Okay, and then we have a mythic to start off the the last stack, and it's gonna be a Walk-in Closet and Forgotten Cellar. So what does this do? 2 to cast Walk-in Closet. You may play lands from your graveyard. All right, and then Forgotten Cellar, 5 to cast. When you unlock this door, you may cast spells from your graveyard this turn. And if a card would be put into your graveyard from anywhere this turn, exile instead. Okay, so when you land there, you may cast spells from your graveyard this turn, and if a card be put into your graveyard from anywhere, okay, so you can unlock this and be able to cast stuff from your graveyard just for a particular turn. But either way, you can still play lands from your graveyard. That's, I guess that's okay. I would say that's just a okay mythic. But check this out. We have 3 green mythics over there. Okay. All right. Irreverent Gremlin, Painter Studio, Defaced Gallery, Ethereal Armor, Fear of Falling. Okay, and then commons. All right. Okay, so next pack. Here we go. So another Gremlin token, and then a found footage common. So found footage horror, like I think in the early 90s, late 2000s, or sort of late 90s, early 2000s. That's a big thing, like those found tapes, found footage horror sort of things. Okay, land, and then for the rare we have a unidentified hover ship. So this is a UFO. 1 white artifact vehicle. Okay, 2/2. And when it enters exile, up to 1 target creature with toughness 5 or less. Okay, because it got abducted. And then when it leaves exile, the exiled card's owner manifests as red. Crew 1. Okay. And so that goes over here. Coordinated Clobbering, Oblivious Bookworm, Smoky Lounge, Misty Salon, Ghostly Key Bearer, and oops, sorry about that. And then we have the comments here. Okay. Next up, another pack of goodies. So we have an insect and common Vanish from sight in foil. You have a land Razor Trap Gorge, and for the rare we have a Gloom Lake Verge. So I guess this is the again the land cycle. So Dimir, but add black, activate only if you control an island or a swamp. Okay, oh, we have a second rare, and that would be a Leyline of Hope. This is new, I guess. So if you would gain life, you gain that much plus 1 instead. And as long as you have at least 7 life or more, then your starting life total creatures control get 2/2. So you get a nice little anthem there. Okay. Just okay. I don't think that's anything special. Okay. All right. Ooh, that's nice looking lizard there. Okay, moving on. Next pack. Okay, that was a little bit tough. Sorry for that. Okay, so insect, and then we have a Fear of Immobility, like sleep apnea, I guess. And then we have a foil plains. Okay, we have mythic number 5. No, 6 now. Okay, so 6 mythics. Not bad. That would be a Mirror Fractured Realm. So this is another room. And what does it do? Okay, so it says, when you unlock this door for Mirror Room, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it's a reflection in addition to its other creature types. And then Fractured Realm for 7. If a triggered ability of a permanent you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Ooh, okay. I guess this is okay. Yeah, I think this is okay. All right. And then Fear of Burning Alive, Withering Torment in Showcase, Popular Egotist, Fear of Infinity. Okay, Flesh Burrower, and Fanatic of the Harrowing. Okay. Okay, so we're now in the middle of the last stack. 6 mythics so far. I don't think we've made any like major hits yet. I feel like I'm sure that Valgavoth fellow would have been. Oh, there's Blade. Would have been maybe one of the top mythics or rares from the set, but still have not seen this Valgavoth fellow. Okay, plain, And then for the rare, we have a Enduring Curiosity. All right, so another card of the Enduring cycle. So 2 blue, enchant creature, cat, glimmer, flash, 4/3. When a creature you control deals combat damage to player, draw a card. Cool, okay. If it dies, comes back as an enchantment. All right, so I think this one is quite useful. Okay, so, okay, Fear of Failed Tests. Yes, Savior of the Small, Conductive Machete. 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 That's how we say it over here. Machete. All right. Next one. So this is the last 7 packs for this box. Okay. Spider. Weird Spider. Okay. Friendly Teddy. Bear Toy. When it dies, each player draws a card. And then for the land, we have a Peculiar Lighthouse. And then for the rare, we have a Marina Vandrel. So it's a Wooburg Human Warlock 3/5. When it enters, reveal top 7 cards of the library. Put all enchantment cards from among them into your hand. The rest of the bottom of your library in any order. You can tap, lock, or unlock a door of target room you control. Activate only as a sorcery. So if you have a room that's already in the battlefield, you can lock it again, and then you can unlock it, I guess, by paying or doing this same thing. I think that's cool. So there's reuse, right, of those rooms. Okay, I think that's seems to be a good mechanic. Trial of Agony, Inquisitive Glimmer. Okay, Flood Pits, Drowner. Okay, commons here. Marina Vandrel. Interesting. Okay, so we have last 6 packs. Let's see if we can end this strong. Maybe 1, hoping for 2 more mythics. So we'd be at round 8. And then maybe 1 nice Uber special rare. Okay, Spirit. Oh, speaking of Uber special rare, we have a rare in foil, and that would be the Swarm Weaver. I think we already have this, right? But this time in borderless foil. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we do have this already. So let me put that over here. So okay, we called that one out. For the rare, we have a Marina Vendrell's Grimoire. Okay, just to go with Marina Vendrell. 6 to cast legendary artifact, enters. If you cast it, draw 5 cards. You have no maximum hand size. You don't lose the game for having 0 less life. Whenever you gain life, draw that many cards. Whenever you lose life, discard that many cards. Then if you have no cards in hand, you lose the game. Ooh, that's an interesting mechanic. So you can't lose life. You can't lose by losing life by taking damage. But if you lose your hand, then you're dead. I like that. I do like that. Okay, so Cathartic Parting. Let's play a game. Fear of Abduction. Check out those. What do you call those guys? The Greys. ET looking characters. Okay, I mean not ET, but those alien looking characters there. Okay. You know, if you guys were a fan of like PC games back in the 90s, one of my favorite games of all time was UFO. Sorry, XCOM. That was a lot of fun. I had so much fun with that growing up. So I think for PS there are versions of it, but still, you know, the original playing on PC is nothing beats that. Okay, so Fear of Burning Alive in foil. Bleeding Woods for the land. Rare is a Leyline of Resonance. Okay, so another Leyline. So for the cast, whenever you cast instant or sorcery spell that targets only a single creature you control, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Okay, that I like. That I do like. Okay, put that over here. Break Down the Door, Infernal Phantom, Paranormal Analyst, Drag to the Roots, and Bale Merkley. Okay, here are the commons. There you go. Okay, last 4 packs. So I'm still looking for 2 more mythics. We got our super special rare already. Okay, Hardened Escort, land. For the rare, we get a Omnivorous Fly Trap. So 3 to cast plant, 2/4 with Delirium. So whenever it enters our attacks, With Delirium, distribute 2/1/1 counters among 1 or 2 target creatures. If there are 6 or more card types, double the number of 1/1 counters on those creatures. Youch. Okay. Threats around every corner. Unwanted Remake. Unwilling Vessel. Disturbing Mirth. That is a really disturbing visual there. Okay, here are the commons. Last 3. Can we still get 2 mythics here? 2 mythics? Is that too much to ask in 3 packs? And we got 2 mythics consecutively in the first stack. So let's see if we can make it happen. Okay, Midnight Mayhem. Bunch of gremlins there. In foil. Okay, Ruckus Carnival. Mythic. No, it's a rare. Okay, Entity Tracker. So what does this do? Human Scout 2/3. Creature with flash, eerie. Whenever enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock room, draw a card. Not bad. Okay, I think that's a nice utility card, especially if you're playing a lot of enchantments. Okay, Overgrown Zealot. Okay, Stay Hidden, Stay Silent, Dashing Bloodsucker, Unnerving Grasp, and then here are the comments. Okay, last 2 packs. Okay, let's just hope for one more mythic. Okay, one more mythic. One that's not a duplicate of what we already have, and I would be happy with that. So we'd have at least 7 mythics. Okay, so here we go. Vile Mutilator in foil, and then we have Extended Art Forest. Come on, mythic. Yeah, and it is Overlord of the Mistmoors. Cool. Okay, so it's another Overlord, I guess, from that cycle. So it's a 7 to cast, 6/6 Avatar Horror with Impending 4, 2 white. So if you cast this, enters with the 4 time counters on it, and isn't a creature. So whenever Overlord of the Mistmoors enters or attacks, create 2/1 white insect creature tokens with flying. Yeah, so. Okay, so mythic, but not really so good. Okay, so anyway, we did hit that mythic. Mythic number 7. Can we hit 8? Do we have the backing of the magic gods behind us? Do we get 8 mythics? Okay. All right, here we go. Last pack magic. Literally. Can we get something good here? Okay, so common, foil. Is there like a mythic land? Nope. But there's a foil Extended Art land. Okay, do we get a mythic here? Is it a mythic? No, it's a rare, and that would be a Fear of Missing Out. Okay, FOMO in Showcase. I think we got this already, but it's okay. And we end with that. Okay, that's it, I suppose, for now. And here are the comments. So just to go through our picks here, I think the ones that are pretty good, we have a couple of rooms here, especially this nice Charred Foyer and Walk-in Closet for Grand Cellar. We have this Valgavots there, first time I've ever seen, well, second enchantment land I've ever seen. Okay, we have a ley line, a couple of ley lines. We have the Enduring Cycle. I think those are pretty good. Marina Vendrell, is that any good? Or I think this Grimoire card is pretty good, I think. Okay, and yeah, so there's Fear of Missing Out over there. And this Marvin Murderous Mimic, I think that's going to be a staple, especially in Commander. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this particular video. I did get myself also a pre-release kit, and it came in with 2 play boosters. And in fact, for this play booster, came in with 2 play booster packs. But for this play booster specifically, I also got a buy box, which I'll show in the next video, including 1 collector booster pack. So that's going to be a treat. So catch me on that next video. So I hope you enjoyed me on this one. I'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.